The Three Little SUPERPIGS and Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Written and illustrated by Claire Evans. Once upon a time, the Three Little SUPERPIGS were hard at work investigating a new case. They were seeking the whereabouts of Fairyland's #1 villain and master of disguise, the Big Bad Wolf, who was on the loose. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, the Three Bears had been for a morning stroll through the woods while their porridge cooled. When they returned home, they found that things weren't quite right.
"Someone's been eating my porridge," growled Papa Bear grumpily.
"Someone's been eating my porridge too," exclaimed Mama Bear.
"Well, someone's been eating my porridge," cried Baby Bear, "and it's nearly all gone."
With signs of an intruder, Papa Bear hurried into the living room.
"Someone's been sitting in my chair," he bellowed.
"Someone's been sitting in my chair too," shouted Mama Bear.
"Well, someone's been sitting in my chair," sobbed Baby Bear, "and they've broken it."
The concerned bears peered into their bedrooms. Papa Bear's bed was all rumpled and crumpled.
"Someone's been sleeping in my bed," he roared.
"Someone's been sleeping in my bed too," cried Mama Bear.
"Well, someone's been sleeping in my bed," screamed Baby Bear in a panic, "and they're still sleeping there right now."
As fast as they could, the three bears fled the house for safety. Papa Bear quickly called Fairyland's very own crime-fighting trio, the Three Little SUPERPIGS.
"Please, SUPERPIGS, come quickly. There's an intruder in our house with bright golden locks."
"Sounds like Goldilocks could be up to no good again," exclaimed the Three Little SUPERPIGS. Goldilocks was one of Fairyland's biggest mischief makers and well known to the SUPERPIGS for breaking into people's homes and stealing food. She particularly enjoyed porridge, but only when it was cooked just right. "Don't worry, Mr. Bear. The Three Little SUPERPIGS are on the case." In no time at all, the three heroes had arrived at the bear's cottage ready to investigate. They quickly got to work looking for clues. The first SUPERPIG spotted the bear's porridge and decided to try some. Too thick," he said. The second SUPERPIG tried some too and said, too sticky. But the third SUPERPIG took a long, hard look at the porridge and said, this porridge is just right, and he collected all he could find as evidence. As the SUPERPIGs continued their search, they examined the bear's furniture. The first SUPERPIG sat on Papa Bear's big chair. This chair is too hard," he complained. The second SUPERPIG examined Mama Bear's medium-sized chair. "This chair is far too soft," he squealed as he sank into the seat. The third SUPERPIG took a long look at Baby Bear's broken chair and said, this chair is just right, and he collected the unraveled rope as evidence. Continuing their investigation, the trio made their way to the bedrooms. The first SUPERPIG checked out Papa Bear's bed. "Wow, this bed is far too high," he said, straining as he struggled to climb up. Then the second SUPERPIG studied Mama Bear's bed. "This bed is too cluttered," he noted, as all the cushions fell on him. Finally, the SUPERPIGs all approached Baby Bear's little bed, where they could see some very golden locks belonging to the sleeping trespasser. Suddenly, the intruder jumped up and golden locks fell to the floor. "Surprise!" It wasn't Goldilocks at all. It was Fairyland's master of disguise, the Big Bad Wolf, who was wearing a Goldilocks costume.
"Not so super after all, SUPERPIGs. You've fallen for my cunning trick just in time for lunch, and I'm sure you're going to taste just right."
"Not so fast, Big Bad Wolf," cried the SUPERPIGs. "You've not outsmarted us this time, not by the hair on our chinny-chin-chins." As quick as a flash, the pigs sprayed the thick, sticky porridge they had collected straight at the wolf's feet, gluing him to the floor. Then all three SUPERPIGs sprang into superhero action and used the rope from Baby Bear's broken chair to tie up and defeat the wolf. "Hooray for the Three Little SUPERPIGs!"
"I'll get you one day, little pigs,"
the angry wolf shouted as he fled the house. To thank the Three Little SUPERPIGs, Mama Bear made everyone some delicious porridge. As it was a little too hot to eat, they all went for a stroll in the woods while it cooked. The end? Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos.